Hey, it was NFL Textbook Now 1 here, and I am probably about 12 hours late with this. You've probably seen like 15 videos on YouTube alone about these Madden 15 top 3 halfbacks and mutt. And I gotta say, I appreciate those that are watching this right now. If you guys can hit that thumbs up button, I'll do more of these, and I apologize for not having this out in a timely fashion. But anyway, not having it out when everybody else did gave me time to think, and that could be a good thing and a bad thing. I kind of overthink things, and that usually gets me in trouble. When I'm at work, I overthink a task at hand, I end up botching the task, all of a sudden I'm in trouble, or I make the task a lot more time consuming than it has to be. And while I was at school doing some homework and uploading some videos, I looked at Twitter, I saw these get posted, and I saw the community pretty much, they were really happy, they were really positive about it, they were really geeked, really excited to see these cards. They're happy with low overall. They're saying low overall is like FIFA, it's amazing, no more overpowered teams. And I'm like trying to process this, like, why is everybody so happy about low overall cards? I didn't understand that was the main reason why we hated this last month, was because low overall cards had no value to them. You weren't going to use them on your team. Nobody wanted them unless they were in a collection. Collections were so sparse this year, and all of a sudden we pretty much had that game where we buy packs with money, coins, and we're not getting a good exchange on our investment, and it just sucks. So I'm like, why is everybody so happy about this? So of course, in good old Texas 191 fashion, and I started throwing out theories to myself, talking to myself in the library. Yes, I'm weird, I know. I started talking to myself like, why do people not care about this? Why is Madden going in this direction, making cards low overall from the get-go? Adrian Peterson last year was a 98 overall elite base card. Now he's a 90. He's the best halfback in the game, but he dropped 8 points. That is crazy. Jamaal Charles, same overall as was last year. Jamaal Charles was a base gold card, 89 overall. He had a road to the playoff 96 and the playoff 98, but he pretty much was 89 overall starting out the game. And I do not remember what LaShawn McCoy's rating was. I think it might have been an 87. So they're pretty much what they were last year. The only difference is Adrian Peterson dropped a lot. Some theories I started espousing, I was like, they probably want to make the game more competitive, make the gameplay more competitive, so they're making the cards low overall, but that really doesn't need lower overall cards to make it more competitive. All they really need to do is allow you to search by your overall, and you can see what your opponent's overall is and check out who he has on his team, because some guys like to cheat and hide their good players in their depth chart, so their overall is not 99 overall. But that would be kind of a cool fix to make it more competitive, so that 95 overall player is not playing that team full of Ultimate Legends, which have all these OD stats, even though I don't really think those stats actually work in the game. But I think competitive matchmaking will make it a whole hell of a lot better than what we have right now. Right now, it's kind of like a free-for-all. You could be in a Madden first string, getting matched up with that guy that doesn't really play the game too much, and all of a sudden you're playing a guy with all those amazing cards. And even though some people may believe that it's your fault for playing a game online with the team you got constructed, that's still not fair to the player that has that 77 overall team going against a guy with a 97 overall. It just doesn't make any sense. So it seems like it'd be an easy fix if they just bring that back. They had it in MUT 13. I'm not too sure they had it in Madden Ultimate Team in 12. I didn't play that game, but that'll be a whole heck of a lot easier than lowering the overall card. So I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Competitive players can play competitive games with other users, and if they brought that back into the game, there would be no need to lower the overall of the players if you could just choose who you play against. So that theory didn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense at all once I started processing it. And so it has nothing to do with competitive players. Some people say it might, but it just doesn't match up if they can just make that simple adjustment so we can see who we're playing. So another theory I was looking at was maybe they want to go ahead and allow us to potentially have a great year of MUT. They want us to play this game throughout the entire year. Some people last year got mad at them for releasing 2 99 APs. I believe 3 99 overall Calvin Johnsons. They did not like that too much. They did not like the cards getting pretty much insignificant stat upgrades, and all of a sudden the prices are through the roof. And the card they have, which is pretty much the same card equivalently, but because it's not the new flashy item, the price of that card is so cheap. So I thought about that for a reason. Maybe they want to make the growth of the cards that much greater this year. And while looking at that theory, I see, you know what, that pretty much is it. It's not because they want to make the growth of the cards that much greater. It ties into it. It's kind of masquerading around it. It's pretty much the excuse they might use. And I'm not throwing any shade. It's a pretty good idea, but based off these low overalls, they pretty much want to make it damn near impossible for us to get a 99 overall team. They want to make it so hard that you pretty much got to put a lot of time into playing solo challenges, have a lot of luck, or put a lot of money into the game, because these low overall cards, I should probably say this. I am in support of the low overall cards if there are collections for the other low overall cards. That's pretty much what I care about the most is collection. So I support this idea if there are collections that will allow people to not have to put money into the game to succeed. Go to auction block, snipe cards, play solo challenges, blah, 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 blah. But if the way I'm thinking about it, I'm like, they pretty much are going to make this game damn near impossible to pull, or not even pull, just have a 9-9 overall team. It's going to be really tough, and it's going to take you a while because based off these ratings, I think that, let's say they follow the same trend they did this year with the Road to the Playoff content being released. Let's just say Adrian Peterson gets like a fantasy card, 92 overall, and all of a sudden Road to the Playoff, he's a 95 overall card. And during the playoff promo, Adrian Peterson might be a 99, which would be probably in January. So it is going to be a tough year to get a 9-9 overall team. And these low overalls are a good thing only if, with the caveat, only if they have collection for the other low overall cards. Because if Adrian Peterson's a 90, I want to see what the 29th ranked running back in the league is rated in this game, because my guess is probably like a 56 overall. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And because I decided not to upload this with everybody else, I got to sit back and overanalyze, and I became very sad because if, let's just say for the sake of argument, packs are pretty much the same. They have the same formula. You pull one gold card, right? It's going to be very, very hard to pull an elite card. And they have low overall cards right at the get-go. Man, it's going to be a long season. But I'm hoping, keep going back to this, hoping the collections are amazing. Hopefully the repeatable ones aren't the crappy ones, because I'm looking at some people's pictures who got the game early, and I'm like, man, okay, so some of these collections are nice, but if it's just jerseys and stuff like that, that's cool and all for the badge and stuff, but we need players as well to allow people who put money into the game to have a good investment, because if cards are still this low overall and there's no collection for them, it's just going to be the same thing as Madden 25. We're all going to be very upset because we put money into the game and our investment is just getting pooped on because we have nothing at all to sell. So, man, overanalyzing things sucks. But hey, you got me a video out of this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't want to say I'm panicking. I hope I didn't cause anybody else to panic in the comment section below. Anybody watching this video, hope you didn't panic at all. I just think about things a little bit differently, and just didn't understand why everybody was so excited to see low overall cards. I just didn't understand the appeal at all. People are really happy to see 99 overall Ultimate Legends, golden tickets, stuff like that, but they're like, oh, 99 overall cards, so I don't got to play that BC team in head-to-head seasons mode. But if they just add back that matchmaking where you can pretty much play guys who are the same overall as you, or maybe 1 or 2 points different, it's still gonna make it competitive, and you're not gonna be dealing with those douchebags who have those, I can call them douchebags, the guys that have the greatest teams of all time in this game. So it's something more than that. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, hit that thumbs up button. I'm the Texas boy. As you guys can see, Adrian Peterson has a different background than Jamaal Charles, and I'm not too sure if all the 9 overall cards have that background. I do believe we're getting a top 15 base MUT cards list coming out, I believe, sometime today, so look forward to that. I'll post a video about that as well. Hoping we see my man Luke Keekers. Luke Kuechly on that list. Hopefully we see some other Panthers and some other great cards as well. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Hit that like button. I'm the Texas boy, and I'm out of this mother bleeper. Peace.